We all been through a lot of things. We had pandemic, and then in the middle of 2022, the recession hit the globe, the whole globe, and this crazy inflation, And for many people, this was the point when it became clear you have to do something to make sure that your life is not just about the survival. Because for many people, it was the question, how am I going to feed my family? How am I going to feed myself? How am I going to pay the rent? How am I going to survive if I'm going to lose the job? So for many people, this was the point, first pandemic and then this crazy recession and inflation, to be aware that you have to create your own freedom. Because if you don't do it, nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody is interested in you being free. I mean financially free. So I'm here to help you start your own business on Instagram. And it's not about Instagram, it's about you. It's about you becoming financially free. It's about you building the business that can impact people so that they can solve the problem. It's you getting the meaning of life because you're going to share your skills, your talents, and so on. And you might be thinking, well, I have nothing to share. You know what? When I started, I was exactly at the same point. I didn't know what I should share. I didn't know what kind of product I can offer. I didn't know what kind of skill and so on. But you know what? Everybody has something that one is better at than the other. You have something in you, you have some experience or skill or something you've been through that I have no idea, have no clue. And there are people out there who need your help, who you can help. So don't tell me you have nothing to share, like you don't have any experience, no skills, no hobbies and so on. Don't tell me that. It's not true. And I'm going to guide you through this process. I have this experience. I've been there without having an idea what to share, without having any following, without having Instagram or any other social media used for business purposes. I've been there. I know. But then I've built the business. And then I've sold things on Instagram. So now I can take you by the hand and walk you through this process and make it a shortcut for you so you don't have to walk the long way. And I wish that somebody would do this kind of course for me, for this kind of price, affordable price for me when I started. Because during the pandemic, I didn't have a lot of money to pay for a course. So I had to spend a lot of time on figuring things out and taking pieces, bringing pieces together and things like that. Now I have the whole experience and I've taken courses here and there, but I couldn't get something so valuable and so to the point for a reasonable for me price, So I wish somebody would do it for me when I was at that point where you are now, without having the idea how to sell, without having the idea how to start a business, and without having any experience on Instagram whatsoever. It doesn't even matter if you don't believe in yourself. I believe in you because I have this experience, so I know that everybody can do that. And you don't have to have a high IQ for that, you don't have to have high education for that. You can have a direct way to building a business on Instagram within 30 days for a very reasonable price. The only thing is that, are you going to do it or not? The only difference between people who succeed and who do not in this life is that those who succeed, they have taken action. They have started doing things. So if you're going to do it, then I know you're going to get the result and I'm going to, guide you through the process. And I know that if you're not going to take the action, if you're not going to do this course, then you will not get the result. So it's very simple. It's up to you. But I encourage you to make this step because you are meant for more and you know it deep inside you, that you're fed up with just surviving and trying to, make ends meet and so on in your life. And the life passes by and there is still so many things you could do and you've never tried. So are you ready for that? Shall we do it together? Let's do it. And I'm happy to be a part of this great process, this great path towards your goals in your life, so that you get the freedom, you get to enjoy your life, you get to help your family and friends, you get to impact the world for the better. So I will see you in the next lesson.